So Windows 11 was released October 5th, 2021. That's almost 3 years ago. And as you can see, the market share is dismal. Not only that, but its market share actually dropped between February and April 2024 and lost its share to Windows 10. Bro, how do you lose market share to your own predecessor? Compared to Windows 10 3 years after release, well, you can see Windows 11 is quite a bit behind. And since you viewers frequently watch my channel, I can see the comments, and you lot aren't really big fans of Windows 11.
Why?
Because me personally, I like Windows 11. It's got style, it's got pizzazz, it's got spyware that tells Satya Nadella my deepest, darkest secrets. I like to share, it makes me feel lighter. I can't afford a therapist. What's crazy is that Windows 10 is at 70% market share, and if you don't own a calendar, it's 2024. And Microsoft is ending support for Windows 10 in a few months. How you gonna do that? I dare you. I double dare you. If Microsoft ends Windows 10 support next year, I will shave off... Nah, actually, no, wow, never mind. So come along, kids, as I analyze why Windows 11 is a failure. Okay, let's get the elephant out of the room. Get out. The system requirements. As I've proven here, and here, the system requirements are bullshit. So you're telling me that just because I have a 7th gen Intel CPU, which isn't much worse than an 8th gen Intel CPU, which isn't much worse than a 9th gen Intel CPU, I can't install Windows 11. Intel's basically been sitting on their ass making scribbles doing nothing. That's why Apple broke up with them. Their CPUs have made no progress, and still you're telling me 7th gen? Nah. 8th gen? Yeah! This is such a dumb requirement, and Microsoft really hasn't done this before. It used to be like, 1 gigahertz? Yeah. 950 megahertz? Yeah, sure, why not? Now we have a list of approved CPUs for different builds of Windows 11. And then there's a TPM requirement. I don't even know what a TPM chip is. And I have proven time and time again that these requirements are complete BS. Dude, you can make a few registry edits and get rid of the system requirements. Hell, Rufus will ask you when making a bootable USB, do you want to get rid of the system requirements? It literally takes no effort. And guess what? It works pretty flawlessly. In fact, I managed to install Windows 11 on this iMac from 2008. It's 16 years old, bruv. But most people aren't tech savvy. If it's not supported, they're not gonna install it. And since a lot of people use a lot of old but still usable computers, a lot of people just get left out and they just can't be asked. I think they tried to make people upgrade their hardware by increasing their requirements, but it backfired and nobody upgraded their software instead. Sometimes Microsoft likes to make some drama. Like, why would you do this? Is this a marketing gimmick? Are you trying to piss people off just to get them talking about you? Tried that with a girl, didn't work, she left me. There's also the weird search implementation where it looks for shit on the internet rather than your computer. Genius! But apart from the center start menu, which you can change, I personally really like this UI. I think it's got more personality than Windows 10, which was kinda dull. It brought back some light transparency effects akin to Windows Aero. It just feels like a much slicker OS. But to the people, too much has changed, to the point where it feels much harder to use. Look, there ain't nothing wrong with change, but it's gotta be worth it. And to most people, it's not. There just isn't much here to entice people to upgrade. On top of that, you made a bunch of dumb system requirements disqualifying them for the upgrade anyways. Now let me introduce you to Microsoft Recall, where Windows takes a screenshot of what you're doing every 5 seconds. Now you, who is not the CEO of Microsoft or any other high-level Microsoft employee, and if you're a hi, welcome, please, I need a job. Can you tell me what's wrong with this feature? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Okay, let me play devil's advocate here and say that it does kind of make sense. Like if you're like, what was that gaming website I was looking at yesterday? Or what was that one specific video I was watching yesterday? But you can't recall the specific name? Windows Recall will find it. On the one hand, cool. On the other hand, all the videos I watched are screenshotted. This is YouTube, guys, come on. On top of that, someone ran a test to see how much data Windows 11 is sending over, and the results are abysmal. Not only is it constantly sending data over to its own servers, it's also sending it over to third parties on a clean install. And why collect all this data? So you can see personalized ads in your start menu? I paid $100 and you're gonna show me ads. It's just kinda shady, which is causing people not to upgrade to Windows 11, because Windows 10 is basically the same functionality, except for this spyware shit. Also, another thing Windows 10 doesn't do? Hey, do you want a Microsoft 360 subscription? Are you sure you don't want it? Hey, why don't you use Edge? Are you sure you want to use Chrome? Please use our shit. Let's just be honest, Microsoft was bound to f this up. Every other OS is always a f up. XP, great. Vista, boo. 7, great. 8, boo. 10, great. 11? Which is why they had the balls to say, hey, Windows 10 is the last operating system we gonna release. Wanted to end on a high note. Why couldn't you just let it be, Microsoft? The idea was that Windows 10 would just get continual updates until the end of time. But no! We can charge them 130 bucks for a new operating system and make people upgrade their hardware and make money off of them by showing them ads. The truth is, Microsoft releases a great OS, then a shit one to reset expectations so that you don't hope for much, and then the next one comes around and you're like, oh, this is much nicer than the last one. So how do you fix this? Let me tell you, I'm the expert. Release Windows 12, roll back all the features you clearly fucked up, and then people will hail Windows 12 as the greatest operating system ever released. Or maybe that's already the plan. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about this debacle. Tell me why you think Windows 11 is failing. Or you can be a bad boy and argue that it's not failing at all. I like rebels. Like the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you later. Bye!